Hey everybody! Oh, my camera's off. Hey there.
No, it didn't. Oh, you mean
Not off. Yeah, it's off
not
kilter, not
centered?
off. Hey everybody. Yeah, after last week's camera fiasco, it's
There
not
you
quite
go.
in view, but I'll just stand here.
Well, you can
Super
move.
bright though.
I can make myself just as small as you.
There we go. All right, folks. Well, I'm Ghostface. How you doing?
Nobody puts Mal in the corner except for
Fuck.
Mal.
Why is it so bright here? All right, folks. We are Atomic Annie. Thank you for coming. It's always something. We are happy you're here. I'm Tavian. That's Mal.
Hi.
We're here every Thursday night, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, 7 Pacific, and we're playing music for you guys. That's what we do. That was a brand new piece. Came up with it. Came up with parts of it earlier this week, and kind of put the bones together last night, night before.
Yeah.
Coming up, we've got Reduxes. We've got an old one from like year 2. So for those who are new, this is year 5. We just finished 4 whole years. We've begun year 5. This goes all the way back to year 2. It's called Neon Fugue, and it's took a bit to recreate. So, oh, thank you, Hedge, for that.
Says here's 10 for each week I missed. Well,
well, thank you.
I know
man.
you've been spelunking into the deep, brother. It's all good, man. He's been busting his ass. Beach Bum Mermaid, I saw. Thank you kindly.
Yes, we saw that go by.
Very generous.
Yeah, we're appreciating you guys so much tonight. I got to get this next one loaded here.
Yeah, thank you
this
for
back where it
posting the
was.
stream and such, guys. Extremely cool of you.
Yeah,
By the way, we do have a new piece. We've been talking about it forever. I'm the holdup now.
yes.
But I do plan on releasing it tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, the
Yeah.
Blackout will be available tomorrow, apparently.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's-
I just got a few little things on the video to tweak, and then I'll release it. So please look out for those posts. In a perfect world, I would have had it done today. But not so much, so I could be like, hey, go here right now and buy the song.
Yeah.
Main thing is, just getting a piece of music in your hands, really the tips and the monthly subscriptions really keep us afloat.
Mm-hmm.
But,
we appreciate it.
Big changes in my life has changed the schedule on releasing new singles. But that should be closing in about a month or so. We'll see. Don't do so much. Blackout tomorrow? What?
She was saying Blackout tomorrow. Blackout.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Blackout is out tomorrow.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I read her Daphne's post backwards, and I just was totally on a different track there, apparently. Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Ghost Pepper says, wearing my white shirt just in case.
Nah.
In case of a blackout. But yeah, that's a fun tune. It's got some vocals on it. It was a lot of fun to mix. I actually did that one.
Yeah.
It was fun. But yeah, man, why is my face so bleached out? It's just the angles, I guess, because normally, still, it seems more so than normal.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, everything does seem a little brighter for me, too.
Yeah, not sure what's going on.
Well, let's see here. This is where I used to stand. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, mine's the same. All right.
Oh, yeah, we can just move around because we have headsets now.
Yeah.
So.
So go show them your nose hairs then.
All right. Well, this one is just about ready. There we go. That should get it started. And yeah, we're about to play Neon Fugue for you folks. Tavian is glowing. It's fine, says Ghost Pepper. Yeah.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Well, he is atomic, don't you know?
But yeah, what was I about to say? I was just going to say, yeah, if you want to help us out, that was what I was going to say. If you like what you're hearing, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let us know where you came from, how you found us. And by the end of the night, if you like what you're hearing, you want to support us, you can go to streamlabs.com/atomicanniemusic/tip, and you can leave us the tip there. That'll show up on the screen, and they only take 3%. Other platforms take more, but feel free to tip wherever you are if you can and want to. You can also go to allmylinks.com/atomic-annie-music, and that will give you every link that has anything to do with us. It's on there. All right. I think we're ready to do the second one, Al. What do you think?
I'm just discovering that C Lydian is the same as E minor.
Oh, is it? How?
Yes.
Yes, indeed it is. Yes.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
go ahead and double check that.
Yeah.
Next
Took me a
piece is
second,
in
but
C
yeah.
Lydian, which is an odd duck. Of course, I picked it,
no,
and now I'm going to complain about my pick.
I picked this one.
No, the key.
Oh, you picked the key back when. Gotcha.
I'm fairly certain I
Yeah.
did.
Gotcha.
I mean, I became Mr. Lydian after jamming on it.
No,
a
that
few
was
times.
on me because I came up with the weird, menacing
yeah.
keyboard sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there's
right on this
it
one.
opens with
Yeah.
this really menacing keyboard sound, and as soon as the chords come in under, or not keyboard sound, keyboard melody, and as soon as the chords come in under it, it's not menacing anymore. So that was kind of fun to do, but that kind of trick usually only works in something like Lydian.
Hedge. Hedge says, you messed up the self-plug. I'm unsubscribed. Yes, thank you for that, turd. Very funny.
Yes, I don't always get our plug right.
Nah, neither do I. Public speaking 101. How about just like public
bro.
guitaring 101? I can do that.
You put a script in front of me, I'm fine. You put lyrics in front of me to sing, I'm
Yeah.
fine. I try to riff in public speaking, and I turn into a babbling moron.
Bibbly babbly.
Babbly,
It's all good, man. It's all good. Just let me talk about the spicy things that are on my mind the whole time. We'll just do that from now on.
Yeah. No more music. Just spicy political content.
Oh,
That's all
God,
we're gonna do.
no. There's plenty of topics that are very spicy.
All right.
Tamales.
Yes. Food.
All right.
All right. Yeah, let's get on with this second one now.
Yep.
We'll be back in just a little bit to talk to y'all some more. Ooh, dark lights now. There's the intermission lights. Hey, folks.
Lighting! It's the topic of the evening.
Too much lighting.
Everybody hear me just fine through my headphones? I just tried to bend this thing. I felt like a crack.
No, it's a flexi. It's a flexi thing. You probably just felt them. It's a gooseneck thing.
Oh, okay. So it kind of clicked a little.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
a metal gooseneck.
I felt like I broke
little
it.
micro gooseneck. Anyway, that was the second song. That was Neon Fugue, everyone. Hope you liked that one.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Stephanie. Just making sure. Yeah, that last one, the audio mix was weird.
Was it? Yeah, my this guy was a lot louder than
I felt like
normally
I
is.
was too loud the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing I can do about it.
I didn't notice that.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was concerned about my 2600 being too loud in places.
Yeah. Well, it was just a quieter mix. Some of our older pieces.
Some of the older pieces are quieter.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
Maybe they didn't notice either. Now that we're running through some of our new hardware compression.
Yeah, quite possibly. Well, just a little bit of too loud. Ha!
Nice.
Very funny, Spaz. Thanks. The legendary Spazoyetti.
All right, so I'm getting the third one loaded
Cool,
up here.
thanks, Sedge, man. It's good to have you around again, buddy. Always good to chat with you.
Yeah. That's a nice number to see there.
Indeedious.
So yeah, we've got our third one. This one's fun, but it's hard. It's the 7th level. It's the whole track is in 7/8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's a little
1,
on
2,
the
3,
proggy
4,
side,
5,
and we're
6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
the underlying composition is great. We're still not sure how to play it though. So
Yeah, I gotta get it in my bones. So how's it goes again?
yeah.
Let's go. Squizgar's gonna play the guitars for you.
All right, so that is loaded and ready
What's
to
the
go.
freaking key? E Lydian, another
Yeah.
weird one.
Which I believe is the same as B minor. I don't know if we should have done E. No, it's not. Never mind. Same as B major.
What?
No, it's not the same
No,
as
it's
B major.
not.
E Lydian should be the same as B flat major, maybe. Yeah.
No, sir.
No?
B flat major?
Well, E Lydian.
No. B flat major doesn't have a E in it, bro.
I guess you're right. That must be B major. Yeah. It would be B major. Sorry.
No, it's all good, man. Trying to get my bearings, y'all. Y'all gonna have to, just bear with me a little bit. Thanks for the gifted sub there. Beach Bum Mermaid, awesome possum. Kind of like an overture.
All right.
Atomic Annie overture. What's the relative minor?
Oh, B. Then that would be G minor.
No, sir.
What?
Again, it doesn't have an E.
Must be G sharp minor.
Yes, correct.
All right. Well.
Sometimes this will just be a little bit necessary, y'all. And
yeah, sometimes we just have to refamiliarize ourselves, especially on a hard one.
Thanks for the fleet, Spaz. Very cool of you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this is when we're really figuring shit out, getting our bearings.
All right. Well, man, I wish that light wasn't just bleaching me out like that. That's crazy.
Make it look easy, Mal. Make it look easy.
All right. Yeah, that's a decent enough tone, I think, for that guy. Turn that up, turn that down. All right, cool. Well, Mal, you ready?
No.
We
Let's do it, man.
kind of have to be anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go, folks. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Well, that is the end of the show.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that piece in
It's just
7
hard.
is. It's
We'll
just
learn to play it one of these days.
Well, it's just hard to improvise, from an hour or two, tinkering with it prior to playing it.
Yeah.
But the biggest
Still a
thing
fun
I wanted
thing.
to accomplish before we played that
Thank
one
you, Spazzo Yeti. Says
was
that
just
was great.
getting my bones into feeling 7.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spaz. He says it's great. Yeah.
Ghost Pepper says awesome when the band can at least count to 7.
Hey. Hey.
Well, it's funny. I was a music major, music education major back in another life. And the joke was because as a music education major, you need exactly 1 semester of math. And this was at a university where a bachelor's in music education was a 6-year degree for a bachelor's.
Yeah.
And you needed exactly 1 semester of math for that entire degree. And the joke was always, well, musicians only need to count to 4, so.
Well, you can at least count to 6 years for a bachelor's. My goodness, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're trying to milk people. That.
Well, no, I mean, it was a 6-year bachelor with about a 20-hour course load.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know them boys.
Which is nuts.
Yeah, Denton. It doesn't matter if we tell the college.
Yeah.
It's Denton.
Yeah, UNT.
UNT.
Yes, it was.
They work those music boys like to the bone,
Yeah,
or
to the bone.
at least they old school did.
Yeah.
Like you were only asleep a couple hours a night before you got back after it, kind of thing. Hey, Madness, good to see you. Nice to have you in the chat.
The funny part is, as a freshman, you're taking lessons in one form of another on around 4 different instruments. Each of those instructors on those musical instruments expects you, unironically, knowing your course load, that you have 4 private lessons or 4 musical instruments that you're learning.
Mm-hmm.
You are to practice 8 hours a day on each.
Hilarious.
Yes.
That's a funny joke, sir.
Yeah.
A very funny joke you've told. Appreciate that. There's not 39 hours in a day, though, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm moving all over the room. Just getting a little ahead of closing stuff up. We thank you all kindly for coming to the show.
So much.
Your generosity is amazing, people. Pillid, stick around. When we move to closing, I'll go ahead and releaseth
the Kraken. Or the scratching.
Yeah.
Release the scritching.
Yep. We're going to scritch it. Got an itch.
What's going on?
Scritch it.
But yeah, that is it for us tonight. If you like what you heard, please leave us a comment. Let us know how you found us. Like the video. Share the links with your friends. Follow us on X at @AtomicAnnie_OP1. Or no, it's no underscore. AtomicAnnieOP1, right?
Yeah.
Or is there an underscore?
No underscore.
I keep forgetting.
I don't know why.
I know. And you can find us on Rumble at Atomic Annie Music. Same for YouTube. Same for Pilled. I think so. And or it may just be Atomic Annie over on Pilled. But yeah, and if you want to help us out, you can leave us a tip, and it would be most appreciated. It goes back into trying to make the show better, like trying to figure out why I'm bleached out tonight. So
yeah.
Anyway, we love you folks. Hope you had a great Thursday. Have a great weekend. Hug your family, and we will see you next week.